All right. Really appreciate y'all being here. Just an awesome day for our football program. You know, we talk about it all the time. You know, our commitment to building the best team in the Big 12, the best team. And that's how we're going to have to do it at Arizona. And I think you saw that today. This is a team that plays for each other, a team that shows up for each other every day, practice, meetings, weight room. It's so special. And, you know, and then you also see a team that is all about red line and effort and execution and accountability. Like at this time of the year, it's all about execution. And I felt like our guys executed when we had to, right? A 99-yard drive for a touchdown, right? A defensive stop at the end of the game. Money Mike hitting that field goal. Just there are so many parts of that speaks to what kind of team we have here. And I think it's really, really special. And so, shoot, I couldn't be more excited. That locker room is just the energy in there. The joy is contagious and fantastic. And I love where we're at. And I love where we're going. And we're going to enjoy the hell out of this one, and we're going to be excited to play next week. Bear down.
Jeff and Justin go have questions. What do you think was the difference maker in this game that you guys turned things around?
You know, all week we kept talking about just the physicality and just physicality in the run game, the physicality with our defense, and I felt like early on, like it didn't show up enough. But when we flipped that physical switch, all of a sudden we started getting stops and we started moving the ball. We started running the ball and making plays, and I think that was a huge moment for us in the game.
For Noah to achieve the career milestone and to do it in a big win, and for that touchdown pass that breaks the record to be hugely important. How was that?
First of all, that pass was such a dime. Good Lord, and awesome to see Gio Richardson, a freshman, make that play for us. You know, but Noah's really special. You know what I mean? I can't speak to how unique he is, but the young man continues to choose the University of Arizona. He continues to choose Tucson. He continues to choose this program, his teammates, our staff, and he's just magic. And then when you see him go out there and lead us on that 99-yard drive, or you see him just continue to make plays with his feet, the scramble drill on 3rd and forever, finding Chris Hudson, he's special in every way, and we love him.
They rushed for 140 yards in the first quarter, most of it on a couple of big runs.
Right.
But what were the adjustments that were made?
But yeah, I think the biggest thing there was we just kind of had to settle down, right? And the thing about, you know, our defense is it's a little bit unique. So there's always a little bit of a learning curve early in the game of how people are going to choose to attack it. They had a bye. They had 2 weeks to attack it. They had a good plan. Coach Gonzalez and his staff made good adjustments, and we were able to find our way and start getting some stops. Dalton is a big-time football player, man. Like that guy, what an awesome leader, what an awesome player. Another guy that has continued over his career to choose the University of Arizona, to choose these teammates, to choose this program when everyone tried to lure him away, and just so tough, so committed, such a great leader, and then also a big-time playmaker. He's awesome.
Brennan Swords made only thrown 2 interceptions coming today, threw 2 today, and then could have been 4. What does your defense do so well to keep him uncomfortable?
No, I think that's a great deal. I think we did a good job with some disguise stuff, and then I think whenever you play a great quarterback, he's only going to give you a couple chances. It's just the way it is, and you got to finish on those. And I felt like we did, which was so exciting to win the turnover battle. Like we had to be physical, we had to win the turnover battle today, and those are 2 big things that gave us a chance to win a game on the road against a top 25 team. He just missed him, man. Like I haven't seen the film. Like it's all in real time. You know what I mean? Like I can't give you a fair answer on that. But I'll tell you this: he hit the one that mattered, and that's what people should talk about. That kid hit the one that mattered. He had to go out there in a sold-out stadium against a top 25 opponent and bang a 51-yarder, and he piped it with no hesitation. And that's what everybody should be talking about.
As far as the receivers, Hudson, just big time catches that he had, and then Chris Hunter on the block down the field.
Right.
That
No, the block, and then also the big play on the sideline by Chris Hunter, right? I mean, both those guys played great. I'm so excited. You know, it's great to get Chris Hunter back. He's a little bit dinged up coming out of Colorado and wasn't like super healthy last week. And so it's just great to see him get in there and make plays. And I think that's the thing that, with the depth in that room, there's so many guys that can contribute in a positive way. You know, like Wysong on the big 3rd down on our second to last drive that Noah hit the outcut. You know, it's a beautiful ball, beautiful pass, big conversion. Like all those guys can contribute. And then the block that you spoke of with Hunter on the touchdown run, And what a run by Ked. I mean, but the physicality Ked ran with, the physicality that Q ran with, the job the O-line did, what a great effort.
And the running backs too. Ismail Mahdi had the touchdowns.
Absolutely.
I feel like those guys are really starting to make it their fifth year.
No, I mean, you hope so, and that's why you have to have a good stable of running backs. I think there's a misconception out there in college football where you need one Saquon, but there's only one of those. You know what I mean? Like it's normally by committee because those guys take such a pounding. The game is so violent and so physical, and the fact that those guys are all such great teammates. They're all unselfish. They all celebrate each other's success. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about building this team here. That's what we're doing. Is that these guys care about each other, and those guys were going crazy when Ked ran that in, and when and when Q was making those plays, and when early on Mahdi had that touchdown. I think that's what makes it special when they celebrate each other's success.
Your message to the team was, well, I think collectively, was bowl eligibility is not the end of the story. How about the way this team played today? Obviously, you're not satisfied with 6 wins and going to a bowl. There's more ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of those things. I mentioned it last week. The goal of getting to the postseason, you want to try and do that as fast as you can, because it guarantees more life, more development. It's better for everything, recruiting, every part of your program, right? And so that part is critical when you have a young football team, But at the same time, it's not enough. We didn't come here to be 500. We didn't come here for that. We came here to play great football, build an incredible team that the University of Arizona, our fans, our alums, and the city of Tucson will be proud of.
We have 2 more from Justin to finish up.
So you guys have won 3 straight coming out of the second half. You guys secretly do 9-1 this year. What's been just kind of key to turn around, especially with this 3-game stretch?
I think when we lost those 2 tough games, we believed we were a good football team. You know what I mean? That part of it is everybody was pissed off. We were upset that we didn't close those games out when we had a chance to against BYU and Houston. I mean, we respect those teams and they beat us, but shoot, we had a chance to win those games and we did not. So now, how do we flip it? How do we find a way, like today, find a way to make sure we get to the finish line and get what we all came here for, which is a win.
You've been coaching in the Bay Area for a long time. How do you just play that?
Yeah. Dude, it's a super emotional thing for all of us. Coach Beam is a really special guy. I've known him for 25 years plus. I played against him when I was in high school, when he was the head coach at Skyline. And then I recruited his schools forever. Obviously, Zoe and our kids from Oakland have a great relationship with him. But he was one of those guys that did right for kids in the roughest of the rough for decades. He saved so many kids. He helped so many people. And we're all just devastated by it. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his family. John Beam was such a great coach and such a great man and such a great mentor for so many people, and we're really going to miss him.
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.